machines replacing human beings? What? If you thought the same way as I did, welcome to the gang. At the dawn of the 21st century, we have been hearing a lot about machines replacing human beings, artificial intelligence. Now, is it here to replace people and take the jobs and overtake and govern everything? Well, we have a different perspective. Artificial intelligence is a technology that's here to augment and help people to do their work better. We are going to cover in part two about tools and applicability in a more pragmatic way. But today's session is more about part one, which is introduction about AI and what is it about, what's the hype, and addressing the myths. Now we have Apurav who came forward gladly and he wanted to do an orientation to all the executive assistants at EF Action, and I am more than happy to have him and talk in the session. So I won't take much of your time, Apurav. Thank you very much for your time, and here to you.
Hi everyone, Apurav this side, and thank you for joining today's session. Topic of today's session is the AI revolution and why an executive assistant must embrace change to stay ahead of the game, right? So I will try to make it as a two-way communication session so that even I also get some insight about your learning and everything, and at the same time you will also get something from my side, right? So let me start first. So what is an AI? What is an artificial intelligence? I believe some of you are still working on some of the tool in artificial intelligence in your current role or maybe in your personal life. Can anyone, add anything in terms of what is artificial intelligence? What you feel it is artificial intelligence is?
May I?
Yeah, sure. Kaizan, go ahead.
To me, artificial intelligence is something that can generate ideas that can, it's a generative tool for me. I
Okay.
look at it like that.
Okay. Anyone else?
So for me, it's like something we have fed to a machine, and that machine will keep generating from that sort of data.
Okay, great. Anyone else?
Hi, I would like to contribute. This is Sonia Singh.
Hi, Sonia.
In my view, AI, of course, is normally used for the analytic purposes, but there are some advancement in Outlook, in Microsoft, and everything we see where there are promptness of certain work, the way the other colleague just mentioned that what the information which we have fed in, it populates much advanced required information for our reference, to reconnect to that particular job or email or any task which we have fed in.
Yes. Rightly said, Sonia. So, considering all these points, so let me brief you what is artificial intelligence in a very simple way. So, visualize this thing that your wardrobe is messed off and you need to set up your wardrobe, right? So, what you will do? You will do physically activities. You will do all the, put all the shirts at the same time at the same place. You will put all the trouser at the same side and everything. So if you provide you any software or any computer who will help you in that physically, not virtually, physically, then definitely and in a very small space of time, then definitely you will opt for that, right? Or I will give you one more example. There are 4 members in your family, and everyone has a different preference of coffee. Somebody wants latte, somebody wants cappuccino, somebody wants black coffee. So at the same time, if someone will give you all 4 things as per your customized things and in a very limited time, then definitely you will opt for that. So artificial intelligence tools works in the same way. If we are saying there is a word called intelligence, right? Here the computer and the software using the intelligence in the same way like human does. Like the way human learn from their past experience and past any mistakes, like in the same way artificial intelligence tools works. Any question till now?
I would like to raise a very quick question.
Yeah.
Isn't it going to stop making our brain work? Because, as an executive assistant for the past 24 years, I have a habit of not noting down anything and I remember everything. So, I'm just, thinking about, what if, these machines make us so redundant in terms of dependent of remembering everything on our behalf. So our mind will stop working, right?
Sonia, for that, I will say just wait for a time. Whatever we have a discussion today, in the end, you will get your, query answer. Okay.
That's great.
Yeah. So this is called artificial intelligence. So if I go theoretical wise, so what is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence is a thought process is done by a computer learning from experience in the same way that human intelligence does. AI has the ability to make decisions instantly, utilize speech recognition, and even language translation. If you see into our day-to-day life also, we are using Alexa and Google Assistant. I believe most of the people are using either Alexa or Google Assistant in your life. This is one of the type of AI tool which recognize your speech, which recognize your language as well. It translating your language into its own, right? And give you the output, right? So let me give you one example. How many of you know about ChatGPT? You know, very good. Anyone else?
Almost everyone, I should say.
Almost everyone. Good. So let me show you one thing, how AI tool is work. Just give me a second. So this is the ChatGPT platform, and I'm using the chat.openai.com. And this is the basic thing I'm telling. And we are using the version called GPT 3.5. Don't go about this thing, what version we are using. Basic thing is what is the AI tool we are going to understand here. Like we already discussed this thing that it works on an intelligence, how the human thinks in the same way they are using their intelligence, right? So here I will input something. Like I'm inputting here, I want to order a pizza. Let's see what output it will give. So if you see here, I have put here, I want to order a pizza. And if you see, there is a pattern in that. It's saying, of course, I would be happy to help you in order a pizza. To get it started, I will need a bit more information. And it has given us the whole, asking about the location, pizza place, size and type, additional topping, delivery and pickup, and contact detail. Don't you think they are giving us the same order, the same way we have ordered on any of the, food portal or somewhere? Right?
Yes.
Can anyone tell us why this is happening? What I'm saying, my question here is, there is a pattern which we usually follows when we order a pizza on any of the, food sites or somewhere, right? The same way it gives us the pattern. My question here is why it is giving the same pattern, why it's not changing?
Because
So
that
this
is
is
what is fed into the system.
Very good. That's the question.
Can it? One more thing which I could observe, these are the minimum information required to fulfill the order, right? Fulfill the information.
Very good, Sonia. Very good. So the thing behind this all thing is, firstly, let me give you what is AI tool. So AI tool is built up of algorithm and at the same time with the mathematical function. So there is a complex algorithm and there is a mathematical function which helps in made an AI tool, right? The reason why it's showing the same pattern is, so this is made up by the human, right? And the information which has been input in that is the same information which they have gathered from different food portals. That is the reason they have shown us the same result, right? Let me give you one more example. Share some topping preference. let's see what it will show us. So here the result, what it has been given us. So first option is pepperoni, second is the mushroom, third is the bell pepper. The reason pepperoni is first is on the basis of that, like mostly people ordered pepperoni as the first choice in their topping. Are we on the same page?
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
So
Yes.
this is the way, that is the way AI tool works. It works on the intelligence, it works on the data input in that, and accordingly it gives us the output. Okay. And just little bit about ChatGPT also. So ChatGPT, the latest data which ChatGPT show us is till 2022. अगर मैं आज का करंट डेटा इनसे फाइंड आउट करने की कोशिश करूं तो इट विल नॉट गिव अस, right? Because it's a human way. Recently it has been launched. Lot of things, lot of innovation is going on ChatGPT as well. Okay, so let me come again on our PPT. So there are four main type of artificial intelligence. First is reactive machines. So what is reactive machines? Reactive machines are those AI tools which don't have any memory and are very task centric, right? Let me give you one example. So one example of an reactive machine AI tool is IBM Deep Blue. Does anyone have any idea how IBM Deep Blue works?
No.
No? Okay. So IBM Deep Blue is the AI tool which has been, it's like a supercomputer which has been created by the IBM in the year 1980. Now, like I'm saying, this is a task specific. So this supercomputer basically built to play chess. Okay. And it has all the functionality, all the rules which we use while playing the chess. So like in 1997, what happened? There is a grandmaster called Garry Kasparov who has played with this supercomputer, and he was lost in 19 जैसे बोलते हैं ना चाल, this is called 19 steps he has run, and he has quit from the game because he lost. So this supercomputer only made to play chess. So that is the functionality of this supercomputer. So reactive machines are those, whatever the input has been filled, the same input get the same output. It does not have any memory. It will not take any data from somewhere as any, it will not take any experience or such. Okay. Whatever the data we will feed, that is only limited to a singular task. Okay. So do you have any question regarding reactive machines? Okay. Let me move forward for the limited memory. So second one is the limited memory. Limited memory are those AI tools that drive knowledge from the experimental data and real life events. Example, self-driven cars. So you all know that coming future is for self-driven cars. And these cars are made up of through AI tool and machine learnings, right? There are a lot of input, there are a lot of, intellectual things has been filled in this on the basis of different experience, different geographical locations, how the cars runs on different surfaces, what are the different traffic rules, and that has been inserted in this type of AI tool, right? And accordingly, it will run. Can anyone give any another example of limited memory? Any tool which is task centric? Yeah.
Am I cleaning robots?
Not truly. Anything else?
They also
Printers,
self-drive. Yeah.
printers, because print when we give that time, it take the data
Yes.
and
Yes.
just give the print.
Yes.
After that, the memory is, I think, they clear, है ना?
Right, right. How many of you are using Slack?
I'm using.
You're using. So Slack is one of the form of limited memory.
Okay.
So for all people who are not using Slack, so Slack is basically using as an internal chat tool for the internal people in any company. Like if you want to do any presentation, if you want to chat, if you want to share any document, any video or anything. So Slack is built for that thing. So again, I'm saying that limited memory means who are driving knowledge from the experimental data and on a real life event. Any question till now?
Why would you say that MI robots are not limited memory? Because it scans the area and then it self-function it.
So MI robot is built for only for a single task?
It has multiple tasks, vacuuming, mobbing, and mix of both, and it scans the whole area and it automatically cleans and doesn't go towards the hurdles,
So,
etc.
so that also included in limit. I thought you are saying robot, so robot can do anything. So that's why I'm saying. MI robot, if they are building only for this thing, then these are also one of the example of limited memory AI tool.
Okay.
Yeah. Any another question regarding this? Okay. So going forward, there are two more type of artificial intelligence. One is theory of mind and one is self-awareness. I will not give you more about this thing because this will come in future, but still I will give you a little brief about those things. Theory of mind is the AI tool need to understand thoughts, feeling and emotion for both people and AI objects. So at present, scientists and engineers are working on theory and mind and self-awareness. Once theory of mind will come, it will understand both the feeling and emotions of both people and the AI objects. And it will give you output accordingly. And the difference between theory of mind and self-awareness is, at present, these tools are using human intelligence. Once self-awareness will come, it will start feeling, it will start emotion of its own.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So when we talk of emotions, but sorry, it may be off track for this, but emotions are something that has, so all these tools are not life-centric. They are made, they are not born. So how does the whole emotion thing set up in them?
So that's why I'm saying still research are going on. Even I am not sure about this thing because there is no concrete, anything about these things. Even I am also searching about this stuff. Once this will come, definitely I will share with you guys. But at present, the things are scientists and engineers still working on this. There are a lot of algorithms. There are a lot of mathematical functionality on this. These people are working. Different machine languages are also set up for this. But definitely it will time. They have taken the target of 2035. But pray to God, this will not come. Otherwise, lot of emotions and lot of things will be changed gradually because they will start thinking as per their things, right? But still, I believe human will never build such type of things which can be replaced. Then I believe you all agree.
Yes.
Of course.
We built mobile laptops, which is redundant in our life. We can certainly have a capacity to build theory of mind as well.
Definitely they will build, but I hope for that they should not replace us.
So basically, theory of mind will be generated through a lot of data, right?
Yeah. Yes.
This is an interesting debate, actually.
Yes, and if I'm go about this topic now, this will go quite broad because a lot of people have a lot of thoughts about this. So till now we are all okay. Let me go ahead with another thing. So now the question is, how can an EA utilize an AI to their advantage? We already discussed a lot of things about AI. So I also believe that EA need to embrace the AI technology instead of resisting it, like this Slack I have talked. So we already had a work conversation regarding the Slack, like how we can present, how we can chat, and how can we share the things, right? Like the same way we do on WhatsApp, right? Second one is the Conquer. I believe some of you using Conquer in your company as well for travel arrangement, expense management to make your travel stuff easy, which include the everything. And Meet Geek. This is one of the form of transcribe also. Like you can you can record your MOM, you can extract that, and you can share your note with your immediate boss or the team you want to share, right? Yeah, Vanna, do you have any question?
Yes, I just wanted to ask,
Yeah.
how is Slack different from uh, GChat?
How?
How is Slack different from GChat?
GChat.
Yeah, so GChat is some of very similar to Slack. There also you can communicate with the employees, and you can share photos and videos.
So there are a lot many of tool who are working in the same way like Slack is working. Like in my previous company, there is a tool called Ping. It is also working in the same way. So they all are competitor of each other, but they are made to make our life little easy. We need to understand.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask
Yeah.
if Slack was different from GChat.
No. They are almost similar as Maulik said that it's working in similar way
No,
like Slack is.
but means there should be some difference, but I'm also not aware what's that difference.
See, I have never
Okay.
ever worked on GChat, so I'm not sure about thing. But if you want, I can get back to you on this thing.
Okay. The other thing that I wanted to ask was, you've mentioned Meet Geek, right? But most of these tools can understand only English, I suppose. So does this also take into account other languages, like suppose Hindi, which is most common in India? So if somebody is talking in Hindi during a meet, does it transcribe?
See, Vanna, it's depend upon the language you have selected. If you have selected English, then it will only take English. It will not take Hindi.
Okay, what I want to say is, all these tools, do they understand other languages? Do they operate and give us results in other languages?
I don't think so.
Okay, so they at present only English?
Yes.
This is what I wanted to know.
Yeah. So
Thank you.
yeah. But Vanna, this is a very good question because definitely 99% time we are working on English. But sometimes what happen, people wants to work in their own regional language as well. So there should be a tool also which can, transcribe those things as well, right?
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes.
I have a question. Sorry, may I?
Yes. Yeah, go ahead.
So these Slack and all are enterprise, or can they be used individually? Like the whole company, when we're working, the entire company has to use Slack, and we can utilize it for interaction between the employees, or can we use it individually also?
See, at present, these all are enterprise based. But if you want to take a license, you can take for individual asset. But gradually, you need to be, set up your firm or something to go
So
ahead
all
with
these
that.
three are enterprise based.
Enterprise based.
Okay. Thank you.
I would like to answer the question for Vandana.
Yeah.
She had a query about GChat and
Yeah.
Slack. How is both the different?
Sure,
Because as Anurag has mentioned, that Slack is basically enterprise kind of a license for enabling employees to have a platform to chat together. Slack also allows you to make the groups or project groups where for an
Yes.
example, there is an athlete group, there is a any kind of other group are there, or project based groups are there. They can chat there together, and any company related information which need to be popped up to all the employees. So this is where the Slack is quite informative in comparison to GChat, which is one-on-one communication. And Anurag, I would like to have a query with respect to the Concur and MeetGeek, because I haven't used them. If you could put some light on it.
Sure. So, have you ever used any tool for MOM?
I normally, do it with my own intelligence, honestly. So,
So MeetGeek also work in the same way. Like you are in a conference room and you have download MeetGeek or on your phone or somewhere. So you, whatever your MD or your CEO is saying, or whatever the conversation going on in a meeting, it just record that and just make it in a, you know, any Word format or any PDF format, and you can share that through on an email, or like you said, you can share it through emails and everywhere in any format. So Meet
Okay,
give,
one need to take the permission to record, right?
yes, definitely, definitely you need to
And
permission.
how does the Concur helps?
And let me give you. So I was working in a Citibank. So in Citibank, there are around 700 plus employees, right? Managing travel, managing their expenses, little difficult in terms of admin and in terms of finance team. So they have come up with the Concur, which is one of the tool through which you can, you know, put all your bills at a one place with all your supporting, with all your photos or whatever the things required, and you can just submit that. And there is a hierarchy set up for that. Like there is an executive, there's a senior executive, your manager will be there. So in that hierarchy, it has been approved, and in the finally, it will reach to the accounting team who will release the amount to your account.
Okay. So
So
basically, organization need to apply for a license or for Concur,
yeah.
you
So
know, to
this work in a like it's a Concur. Like, have you ever used Finly? Anyone? Finly? No? Okay. So Finly also work in the same way, like Concur works. These all are the tools.
basically, you know, the internal intranet has these HRMS, you know, which enables employee to raise their travel requisition, etc., and file the claims. I was keen to understand, you know, whether Concur has AI, which enables you to give the solution with respect to any, you know, tricky travel arrangement you're trying to make, you know, especially for abroad by stitching together couple of, you know, cities or countries. So is there any tool for that?
See, Conquer, I don't think will do such a complex things, but anyone who is using any other tool related to travel stuff?
Apurav, this is Joel here. If you don't mind, I can answer some
Yeah, sure,
questions.
sure,
Concord.
sure.
Okay. Sonia asked this question, right?
Yeah, Sonia was there.
Yes.
So, Sonia, this is Joel. I think we chatted on the faction. So we use Concur right now. Concur is which our company has taken. I work in a company, sister company of Bosch Limited. So we have it tied to SAP. Now, the functions that we have in Concur is right from approvals to bookings to expense statement. So when we need approvals for booking your flight or your hotel or your taxi or advance, it starts from that. Then it is linked to the airlines that we have a contract with. So, for example, Indigo, Vistara, and you can see all those options in Concur, just like you can see in any online travel portal like Make My Trip or Clear Trip. And then what it does is once you've planned your trip, it's like it is in a library which has your hotel booking, your flight booking, which you have booked, and it very cleverly picks up all of that and puts it into your expense statement. So when you're preparing your expense statement, you don't have to enter your flight details, your hotel, your taxi details again. It's already there for you. In addition, what it also does, which I think is a clever feature, you can it's also app based, so it's available on your mobile. And as you're traveling and you have receipts, see, a lot of us we probably face issues with our bosses losing receipts. With Conquer, you can just take a picture of your receipt. It stores it in its system, and when you're preparing the expense statement, you can see all the pictures that you've taken of the receipts, and it's very easy to upload. And then, as Apurav mentioned, it goes for approvals, and then you get the payment. So it's a complete like from approvals to payment, the travel process.
And Joel, this is the and Sonia, sorry, and Sonia, this is the biggest quality of Conquer is the receipt things. Because see, lot of time what happen, you travel, you go to any restaurant or somewhere and you get a receipt, and it's very difficult for you to, you know, maintain those receipts. Sometimes they somehow the print was not there. Sometimes something
Yes,
had.
exactly.
Yes.
That's a really good
So
feature. Yes.
that is a very good feature about Conquer.
Okay.
Thanks, Julie.
Yeah. Hey, hi, Apurav.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Myself, Charu. I have
Charu.
one question.
Yeah, tell
Yeah,
me.
this Meet Greek, I haven't used this AI earlier. For this Meet Greek, this is for organization or for individual also?
Charu, basically, this is, I believe, because the tool is made up of only for MON stuff, so you can use for process stuff as well, I believe. So I need to check this thing, but you can use that thing as well.
Okay. Through application,
Otherwise,
to download the app or what?
Yeah, it's like an application, app-based.
Okay, right.
And MeetGeek is just an example. There are a lot of MOM tools. I don't know if anyone of you are using any tool or not, but there are many tool in the market. If you go to the Play Store and just write minutes of meeting tool, you will get a lot of tools, which are, I believe, free of cost as well.
Okay, because till now I am not using any app or any AI tool. I am doing it by myself only.
Okay.
And I just want to know more about these tools or apps.
Mm-hmm. So for that thing, we will do a separate session then.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, definitely we will do a separate session someday, and I will elaborate those things as well.
Okay, thank you so much.
Hi, this is Shelly this side. I could elaborate a bit on this
Yeah, Shelly, tell me.
recording thing. So
Yeah.
we have used multiple these applications like Otter, and these can be downloaded and you can just register yourself as an individual capacity also.
What is the tool name?
Otter.
Otter.
Yeah, Fire Files.
Okay.
We have used both. Yeah, Otter I feel a better one than Fire Files. Right?
Okay. And it is effective?
One thing, can I?
Yeah, pretty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vanna, tell me.
Yeah. As you said, some of these tools are free. Yeah, they are free, but with very limited features. Mostly only transcribe. You cannot have a summary. You cannot have an MOM out of it. So, and when people talk in a meeting, some of the words are not caught by the machine. So the transcribe is not very helpful actually. So if you want a good tool, MOM tool, then you have to have a paid version. Thank you.
Can you suggest any?
I use Note AI. I have just put it in the chat. Just as Apurva said, there are many tools for MOM, and all of them are good, but we need to have a paid version.
So Charu, basically thing is, there are a lot of AI tools. Again, we need to understand what is our requirement and how those are effective or not. It's depend upon us what is our requirement, and see if you're part of many of meetings, many of presentations, then sometimes these tools, especially the minutes of meeting one, sometimes it's not record each and everything. So you need to look after those things. You need to try out something, and then again I will say just try it, and if you find anything, just let us know.
Yeah, sure. I'll also search.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So can I ask, is there a tool basically who can read the visiting cards also through the image? Any AI tool which you would be knowing it?
Till now, I'm not using any of them. Is anyone using such type of tool?
Sorry, what is the question? You want to make a card through image?
Visiting card.
I think Canva has some options. I think Canva may have some options where you can upload the image and.
Basically, I'm looking through an image, not through visiting cards.
Yeah,
You
Vista
check
print.
Vista, you check Vista also.
You can also check Microsoft lenses. You can use Microsoft lenses.
Microsoft lenses.
Yeah.
So does it read the image?
Yes. And what you can do, these days, every business card has a barcode. So instead of scanning the whole image, just scan the barcode that gets saved in your internal phone memory or any other tool you wish to use for. So every business card these days has barcode.
No, I don't think that every business card has a barcode, but few of them, and especially that newer ones, they are having it. But I don't think if I would just want to convert all my old cards into the newer one, so I don't think that we have scanner codes. So I was wondering if we can have translate all the images into and the whole data,
Yeah,
So what
then
is
you
the
can
best
use
AI tool?
That
you can use the
scanner,
equipment. Yeah, card scanner.
Hello?
card scanner,
Card
Hello?
scanner.
that is very helpful.
So till now, any question regarding AI? What are the types you are using? Can anyone tell us what is Slack? Slack is what type of an AI tool?
Limited memory, you said it.
Yes. And what about Conquer?
Conquer will be, I think, reactive.
It's a
Okay.
travel management tool, Concur.
No. What type of AI tool it is? We have already read about the types of AI. So what type of AI tool is Conquer and MeetGeek?
Maybe
Limited,
limited memory.
yeah, limited
only.
memory.
They all three are limited memory because they are made up of the different previous experiences, and they are created accordingly. So these all are limited period, right? Okay, let me move forward. So how can you build their brand in the digital era? How can an EA build their brand in the digital era? So this is one of the biggest question at present, because yesterday I've seen on our group there is one person who has written that her CV got rejected again and again, or maybe she's not getting selected for an interview. How you can make an edge on others? How you can add any new technology, new something on your CV so that you get highlighted at the time of interview? So AI will help you in that. Leveraging AI tool helps EA to distinguish themselves from the competitor in the same way an organization would. How? It can free up the time takes in large tasks and you can work upon more strategic things. Is everyone agree on this?
Yes, 100%.
So if we start using AI, sometimes what happen in our profile, because there are a lot of things needs to do at the same time. If we start using some of the tool, I'm not saying all tool, but if you start using any one or two tools, it will definitely simplify your work. At the same time, it saves your time and in a very efficient way. And you can work upon more of strategic part as well. I don't know how many of you are doing strategic part, but sometimes it's a part of your role as well, right? Okay.
That these tools are actually getting introduced, but my question, because that I think many of us, we are working in MNCs, and
Yes.
there are a lot of restrictions, that security, which doesn't allow us to have those AI tools get that given access to it. I'll just give you an example. I have to go for a training for a chat GTP or some AI tool, then my IT has denied, So I was wondering, like, these tools are getting introduced, and especially if they're getting introduced, so then we don't have access to it. So how do we get this? Because through apps on the phones, it's getting very tough to use it, So I don't know how come, and many of us basically have access to it, and how's going to help us, in that way, if it is not so much authentic and on the security part also. So not very sure about.
So Sapna, this questions are depend upon person to person and company to company. Again, the person to whom you are heading, if he wants that thing should be implemented and that will help you in your profile, and your IT has that kind of policy that you can bring that thing in your firm, then I believe these tool will help you. But if there is a restriction which you are truly said, there's most of the IT company, even in my company, there are a lot of policy related to IT and everything. So again, that is a drawback. But these tools are built to help us. Okay, going ahead. So what is our learning today? So our learning is AI will not replace the EA. It may change the role The role means the offering of the new opportunity. Like we can work on more on strategic part, or we can target a strategic part as well. So there is one thing I want to communicate here, that EA take the responsibility of his mistake and take the ownership of his task, right? But can an AI tool do the same thing?
No, of course not.
No.
That's why AI is just to help us to make our work easier, but EA is required, right, to perform those things, right?
Exactly.
And then EA will be required to operate the AI tool, no? The AI tool will give you the answers, but you will need us to use those tools. They are useless
Definitely.
without
Definitely.
using them.
Definitely. But the era in which we all are living, we need to adopt technology somehow, so that we can go together and we make our work more efficient, and we can save our time as well, and we can put our efforts in a more productive stuff. So that's why these tools are helpful for us as well, right?
Yes.
So we can say enabling tool for enabling function.
Definitely. Definitely. So in the end, there is a saying called AI is neither good nor an evil. It's a tool, it's a technology for us to use, by Orion Ezzoni, right? So again, the thing is, it's all depend upon us whether we need to use AI or not. Whether again that this part is contradicted, where whether our company will allow to use that thing or not. But again, it's depend upon us how I can make our lives, how I can make my life simpler, how I can make my work more productive, right? So thank you all. If you have any questions, you can ask me now.
Thank you so much. It was an informative session. Thank you,
Thank you, Jesse.
Apurav.
Thank you, Jesse.
And I really want to thank you, Apurav, and everybody who have come to the training. Thank you so much. We hope to see you in the next part, which will be more technical and interactive, and contributing to how we can use AI as a augmented technology for your work. Thank you so much, guys. I hope to see you soon. EF Action, community first, and we are stronger together. Thank you.